Hello everybody, welcome to the first installment of today's Top 5, the segment where I go over my top 5 favorite things in different genres. So, keeping it simple for the first episode, I'm just going to do my top 5 favorite movies of any genre. And without further ado, let's get into it. Blah, blah, blah. Number 5 is going to be Memento, directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Guy Pearce and Carrie-Anne Moss. Now this movie is really awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I don't want to give too much of it away, but it's about a guy with short-term memory loss, and it kind of goes backwards instead of forwards, but at the same time going forwards. It's a good movie. You should check it out. Number 4 is going to be Anchorman, directed by Adam McKay, starring Will Ferrell and Christina Applegate. Now this is just a hilarious movie. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out on something very funny. It's probably one of the last good Will Ferrell movies to come out, and so many good lines and quotes. You just really need to check it out if you haven't. Number 3 is going to be Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring John Travolta, Bruce Willis, Uma Thurman, Samuel L. Jackson. Now this movie's a little different from normal movies, but it's awesome, to say the least. It's a great watch. Just check it out. I don't want to say too much about it, but if you've seen it already, you know what I'm talking about, but you definitely need to check it out. Number 2, Shawshank Redemption, directed by Frank Darabont and starring Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, and Bob Gunton. Now this movie is just phenomenal. It is. I watched it for the first time last year. And it made its way all the way up to number 2 on my top 5 favorite movies. So definitely a watch. The whole thing's narrated by Morgan Freeman, which you know has the greatest narration voice. And finally, my number 1 is going to be Fight Club, directed by David Fincher, starring Edward Norton and Brad Pitt and Helena Bonham Carter. And I probably mispronounced that last name. Anyway, this movie is just amazing. It just gets you up there, kind of like Memento, but to me, just on a whole nother level. I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, go watch it, and if you have seen it, you know, oh my god, the ending. So anyways, that was the first installment of today's Top 5. I'm going to be doing this show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as long as I can. So for the first few shows, I think I'll come up with the topics, but you're free to leave suggestions down in the comments, and if I like them, I'll probably do a show on it. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe up top and like the video. Help me out. And until next time, I'm out.